what's good, y'all? Fusion, aka JC, back with another video. And today we're going to continue with the Phase 4 Marvel for release schedule for the next few Disney Plus series. I will leave the MCU films in the description because I already did that, and that was like a 20-minute video, so I don't want to have this all in one video because it is quite a lot. So let's go ahead and get started. WandaVision dropped January 15th, 2021. This basically kicked off the Disney Plus series, and it kicked it off with a bang, in my opinion. Wanda, Scarlet Witch, overpowered, really dope, really strong. Turned into one of my favorite characters just from this, because it definitely did expand on her powers, and it also brought in more characters to pretty much expand on her story, and pretty much is setting her up to be a villain, because in the comics she was a villain and also was a part of the Avengers, and a lot of back and forth there, but I think that's dope in my opinion. I really did enjoy it from start to finish. I wasn't sure what to expect with a Marvel series, but I'm glad that I got it, and I loved it. Next, we got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. March 19th, 2021, a completely different story. Completely different combat and overall feel from WandaVision. WandaVision was more so almost an introduction to Wanda as a character and her deepest psyche and everything like that. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is showing Falcon's journey to become the next Captain America, and how different it is for him to be Captain America as an African American male. And it was very, very interesting. I really enjoyed it. I liked how they did play on that fact of him being, an African American playing Captain America. And he was like that even in the comics, so I am glad that they did keep it to the comic book roots. There was one scene where the Falcon was talking to the Winter Soldier in the street, and the police thought that the Falcon was like bothering the Winter Soldier, and it made me laugh because that is very, very on brand. With the police, as a black male myself, I thought that was very interesting that they brought that even in, and the way he even talked about it as, hey, everything is good, like, how do you not know me? But like, to them, he is just still a black dude talking to a white dude. So I thought that was very, very funny and interesting, but not funny as in haha, but just like, wow, like, that's interesting on how they did that. But that's besides the point. I think that this was a really good series, and it definitely sets up more of the Avengers story, as well as the Dark Avengers, or the Thunderbolts, which I can definitely talk about later. Or you can go ahead and check on that yourself, because it gets deep. I think, again, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and having to do with the comics, it is a very, very deep hole that you can get yourself in pretty easy. So again, I enjoyed it, and that dropped on March 19th, 2021. I don't remember if I said that, so yeah. Next up, Loki, June 9th, 2021. This one was a hard one to watch because it pretty much beat into your head about the multiverse, about the variants, and that just made you think of the Marvel world completely different, and how it can easily change, and how the writers can easily alter things from like the past. And I think that this series solidified that multiverse starting point, and I just can't wait to see more, because I enjoyed Loki as the character, uh, the girl Loki variant, Jonathan Major, I do believe that's his name, and I can't remember who exactly he plays. I think it's Kong the Conqueror, but I thought that that was dope, and I just can't wait to see more of this. And I'm excited, man. Like, I enjoy these series and these movies, even though I'm not a comic book heavy person, but I just enjoy seeing good shows, and that was that was I didn't like it as much as the Falcon and the Winter Soldier or WandaVision, but I think it was very interesting, and I'll definitely probably watch these again once it gets, once we see more of them, because it is very interesting, and it's also easy, like, to miss new characters that would be added just from those. Next up, What If? It is a Is it a series? Question mark. But anyway, it came out August 11th, 2021. It's completely different from all of the other Disney Plus series. It's not about one hero or one or two heroes. It's different timelines of different heroes. It's a lot of what if so and so did this, or it had a quote unquote zombie outbreak story, if all of the Marvel heroes got some sort of zombie outbreak stuff. I thought that that was also interesting, and it was animated, so that gave them a lot more freedom. And with this, they doubled, almost tripled down on that multiverse stuff. And then it even also introduced like the Watcher as well, which, if you haven't heard of the Watcher or anything having to do with Marvel, that just again busts the Marvel world wide open, the Marvel galaxies wide open, and I just can't wait like for more. And I really did enjoy it. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, honestly, but I enjoyed it. I definitely did. Um, Now, time for the ones that haven't dropped yet. Hawkeye, November 24th, 2021. I'm gonna be blunt with you guys. I really don't care about Hawkeye as a character. I think he's lame, low key. Um, but I'm wondering what they're going to do to have him not be a loser, honestly, because I'm not sure that there's a lot of people really checking for Hawkeye. Like, honestly, um, I don't think he's that cool. I mean, if you have seen Shang-Chi, um, Aquafina's character, she does exactly what Hawkeye did, and she only trained for like 10 minutes. So I think that that's nuts. But I'm just wondering how they're going to do it, like, to make it interesting. So I'm going to definitely check it out, and I am going to do some reviews on it as well, because I definitely do wonder how they're going to push this forward, because they could have picked any other character, but they chose Hawkeye, and I'm just seeing how that's going to be. Next up, Miss Marvel, Summer 2022. So Miss Marvel, she is not Captain Marvel. She is a whole different character. I believe she's Indian, if I'm not mistaken. She has, what's the proper word for it? Anyway, she can stretch her body. She can grow really, really big, but not like Ant-Man. It's more so transforming her body. But she was actually one of the main heroes in the game that dropped not too long ago, the Avengers game. And I honestly thought that that game was sort of trash. But um, this is going to be good. I think it's going to be interesting because this is a whole new character that is being added. And if I'm not mistaken, let me go back in my notes here. Um, yeah, she's going to be, well, nah. I was about to say that she's going to be the newest character added to the Marvel Universe, but there's Shang-Chi and the Eternals as well added. But this is going to be a good starting point for her as a character. I wonder if they're going to do the origin story, or are they just going to start her off as, as Miss Marvel, like the character. So I'm actually wondering on how that they're going to do that. And I can't wait, man. I think she's a cool character. I only just learned about her from the game. And then once I played that, I got into the deep rabbit hole that is YouTube and seeing more about her as a character, about where she's from, how she got her powers, and her different names. So I can't wait. I'm really excited for this one. Moon Knight 2022. This is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. And the reason is because Moon Knight is basically Batman, but instead of Bruce Wayne and Batman knowing that they are the same person, Moon Knight has no idea that his I don't even know like the name of his alias is, or his regular name is, but they don't know that they are the same person because it's like a multi-personality type of thing. But if you have ever heard of Moon Knight or seen anything about the character, he's dope, and I can't wait to see him. I just recently learned about him as a character, and I can't wait to see what they do with him as a character. And I'm very interested. I am very interested because, again, I do suggest you guys to check him out exactly on what he is, and exactly how it works, because he's fire, man. He's really, really fire. So, yeah. Next up, we got She-Hulk 2022. That drops as well, and that is going to be interesting. That, if you don't know who She-Hulk is, she's basically, well, like the female version of Hulk, but she has a lot more control over who she is. And I think it's dope. I think She-Hulk is fire. And I wonder how that they're going to go ahead and do this, because I do want to see her origin story, but I don't want that to be the whole series. I want to see her talk to Bruce Banner, which I think that's where she gets her powers from. If I'm not mistaken, they do a blood transfer or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that. I am no expert on comics. I'm just a fan, and I think that's what's really going on. But I can't wait, man. I am very, very excited. Next up, we got What If Season 2. I think that this is going to be really, really good, especially on how What If ended last time. And I'm not going to spoil it, but this is going to be really, really good. I wonder how that they're going to bring this in, because I'm pretty sure that this is going to be one of the more important Disney Plus series, especially if they handle it correctly and right, which I know that they will. Don't mind that pop-up. So I'm excited for that one. I'm really, really excited. Next up, we got the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. I have no idea what that'll be. I have no idea. I'm wondering how exactly that is going to handle. Um, I have no idea. So I'm really wondering what that's going to be. I'm going to skip Secret Invasions because I do want to actually. I think I know exactly what it is, but I want to skip it for now because I know it's pretty big and I want to go from there. Um, so I'm gonna skip that for now, but that drops on 2022. Next up, Agatha, House of the Harkness, and that has not been announced yet. So she is actually the villain in WandaVision. She has like the purple powers instead of the red one, um, and she's dope. I'm excited for that one because I think she's overpowered as well. I don't know much about her as a character. I just know in the WandaVision story, she was fire. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what that's about. Um, Next up, Armor Wars. That's also to be announced, and this is going to be more so focused on James Rhodes, aka War Machine. And this is when after Tony Stark passes, and they need to find out who's gonna take care of his tech, and he doesn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. So that is what will be like the thing. There is it's all gonna be about where the tech is going to fall. If it's gonna be with Pepper because well she is I assume she's on the wheel, or the daughter as well. So you never know, and I'm excited for that one as well because I'm sure that's going to be very, very interesting. And I wonder what they're going to do with Iron Man as a character, especially since he passed. I wonder how that's going to be integrated. So yeah. Next up, Echo. She is actually the adopted daughter of Kingpin, which is a character who always fights Spider-Man. And also she is a supporting character of Daredevil. So I wonder if Daredevil is going to make an appearance, or he may be one of the Untitled Marvel films. So you never really know. But she is deaf, so I think it's going to be interesting on who is going to be her, and how she is going to and how she's going to be played, because she has a lot of powers. Like, she has that martial arts stuff. She is actually a telepath as well, and can fly. Has cosmic fire generation, which I have no idea what that is, but she is actually supposed to be debuting in the Hawkeye um, thing, so that might be very interesting because I do think she's a dope character. I think I've seen her in one of the animated shows, but I can't remember exactly where I've seen her. But yeah, she's dope. I'm excited for her. And this is what I was trying to really get to. Ironheart. Ironheart is going to be the next Iron Man. But Ironheart is actually a black woman. She's a genius. And she actually did create her own version of the Iron Man suit. Let me go ahead and actually pull up her synopsis real quick. Sorry, guys. She's a relatively new character. She was actually created in 2016, so it's very, very interesting. Her name is Riri Williams, and she's from Chicago. So I'm wondering if they're going to put that into it like they did with the Falcon, as far as being the Black Iron Man, Iron Woman. And I'm wondering how that they're gonna put her into that. So I think it's going to be really, really good. So apparently she is supposed to be debuted in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I'm wondering how that's going to be played because, you know, how the world is right now. I think that's going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So I'm really, I'm really looking forward to this one. Next up, Untitled Wakanda series. So they haven't named it yet. And I'm thinking this is going to be the story about the White Wolf. If you don't know who that is basically Bucky turning into the White Wolf. He gets a cool little armor from Wakanda, and he becomes one of the Wakandan villains that fights Black Panther. But that's who I think it will be about. I have no idea. Again, I'm not sure exactly, but I'm actually wondering how this going to be. So yeah, so that's about everything. Now I want to go ahead and go back to Secret Invasion. Now, I don't know anything about the Secret Invasion comic except it's going to have Spider-Man, Matt Murdock, which is, if you don't know, Daredevil. He's going to be making an appearance, and I'm sure Echo will also be in there as well, just because the Daredevil is going to be there. Iron Man, and that may be replaced by War Machine, but again, I have no idea. Wolverine is also going to be in it, based off the comic book series, but who is going to play Wolverine? Because I do believe that whatever his name is, I'm drawing a blank. He said that he wishes to be no longer play Wolverine, so I wonder how that's going to be casted. Nick Fury and Luke Cage. I didn't watch the Luke Cage series, unfortunately, but I have heard it was really, really good. I hate that it got canceled because I did want to go ahead and try to watch it, but it was on, I think, like the WC or something. I can't remember, but I hate those because they messed up my boy Black Lightning, and I don't like that. And also, I think that like the Daredevil is on there as well as like the CW, and I hate the CW. I think that, but yeah, I'm honestly wondering how that's gonna be, because it will also be Captain America, Falcon, Emma Frost, which is more of the X-Men. So I wonder if they're gonna finally integrate the X-Men into the Marvel cinematic universe and see exactly what's going on. But that's why that I definitely wanted to save this one for last, because there can be a lot of stories in this one, and this might be one of the bigger ones per se. So I'm actually wondering on how this is going to turn out, and that drops next year, 2022, as well as Moon Knight, She-Hulk, What If Season 2, and this Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, whatever that is. So I'm pretty excited for this, for Marvel as a whole. And I'm actually wondering what's next already. It's only 2021, so 2022 and 2023, there's supposed to be some heat dropping, so I can't wait, man. But anyway, that's about everything. I am gonna go ahead and talk about Hawkeye, the first episode, once it drops on like the 24th. So I can't wait for that. Anyway, like, comment, and share for more videos. I do a lot of conversation videos on this channel, and also on the weekends we will be dropping some more content as the Combo Kings like together, and we're dropping daily up until January the 1st of next year, and I can't wait, man. So like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.